Welcome Calakmul tribe to another tribal council. 12 players remain in the game, and I've seen you guys 3 rounds in a row. So we need to change this around. However, I know a lot of people here have been talking about the M word, assuming that it's coming next, but we've assumed this for maybe a couple rounds now. So Spencer, at this point in the game, how do you take into consideration people in your tribe? Is it, who's a strong ally or who's a strong player?
Can you repeat the question? You kind of cut out there for a second.
Oh. So with the merge potentially looming, does that change the way you decide who to vote out?
I mean, you always kind of got to be looking at like the next step of the game, whether it's the next vote, after the first tribal, or if it's, the vote before the presumable merge. I think though you have to always try to move forward with the people that you think you can work with and the people that you trust. So I guess that's the biggest factor of the game.
All right. And Kelsey, you seem like you've been here almost every week in the game. I think I've seen you at Tribal Council more than anyone else. So what is it week after week that keeps you from winning, and is it demoralizing at all?
I think it's just a lack of communication between everyone, honestly. Like, that goes for, like, anything, like, families or relationships. Like, communication is, like, super key. And I don't know if I'm just out of the loop a little bit or if that's how everyone is, but I feel like we're just not communicating as much as we should be lately.
And I don't think it's her, because if I read the results correctly, she actually got the highest score on our team for this past challenge.
Yeah, I just got an easy question.
Yeah. So, Isaiah, you are here as the UFO. How is it being the UFO?
It's different, I get to meet a bunch of people, sorta, like that I don't know. So, in like a sense, it's like starting the game all over again. But everyone over here seems nice. I didn't really get to talk to people as much as I wanted to, because the same excuse that I always use, because I work so much. But everyone seems very nice over here, and I like everybody over here. Yeah.
All right. So Harrison, you seem like you've been not in tune with the vote these last couple of times. Do you think that's going to continue, or?
No, I think that was predominantly due to the UFO that came over here multiple times. Unfortunately, that person just, for some reason, hates me. And the future feelings are mutual. But I think now that it's, not only somebody from the former small tribe, but, it's just, and plus I've gotten around to, talking to some of the other members that I have had and talked to in the past. And, I think we're forming pretty good bonds. So I'm not so much feeling like I'm in the loop. I'm feeling like I'm in the loop as opposed to knowing that I'm in the loop, if that makes sense. Previously, I felt like I knew I was in the loop, but now I'm feeling like I'm in the loop.
Yeah. And I see you lost your shirt on the beach somewhere again.
I did not. That's why I was down here. Just addressed me saying to sit up.
Yeah, right. I asked Patrick a question, and he responded. I said, so you picked this tribe because you saw it as picking winning players, and it was going to be a winner. But this tribe hasn't exactly been a winner. So what do you think happened? And his response was, the major priority of the tribe was that to further – sorry, I read it wrong. So the major priority of the tribe was that to further their game, they needed to vote who they thought was more social over least active. By doing so, we lost a major competition threat too fast. It's the story of the tortoise of the hare meeting survivor. So basically he's saying, because you guys voted out Shawnee Boy, that's the reason.
You mean Lauren, right? You meant Lauren.
No, he said you guys voted out a social threat over someone that was less active.
No, I was kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Even with voting out Shawnee Boy, like before we voted out Sean, like we still lost that challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, you
won. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. Never mind. Sorry. I'll go back on mute.
Yeah, he realized that we both lost the challenge and that we were both going to tribal.
Yes, thank you for pointing out my dumb blunder.
You're fine.
There.
So then, do you guys all think that the reason you keep losing is because Shawnee Boy's not here?
He was a good guy that brought. He was not a good leader, so in a sense, but he brought, you know, a lot more.
I feel like he was more social.
Yes, he was very social, and he kept moods on the up. So I feel like it's demoralizing after losing him, and that's maybe why we lost the next two challenges.
Yeah. So Paul, being quiet over there on the end. So tell me about where your head is at for this vote.
I mean, right now, this is my 6th tribal, and honestly, I don't think I would be able to survive another one. So right now, it feels like I'm just sitting in the water, and hopefully, I'm not the one that gets eaten here tonight by the sharks.
Are there any people that are sharks in particular?
There's a lot of rumors about who has idols. I mean, obviously Isaiah has the golden necklace, and maybe they group together and they pick off the people that don't. I don't know. I could be a shark. It's pretty much up in the air. We'll find out after the vote.
So Isaiah, he talks about you having the necklace. Have you thought about potentially handing it off?
I'm just going to use it on myself. I'd rather not risk it.
I think that's the answer we get every single week.
Yeah, but I'm 100% using it on myself.
So Spencer, Paul said the sharks are the people with idols. I mean, you had an idol in the past.
Correct.
Is there any idea who still has idols now?
I think there's a very good sort of idea of who has them. I don't want to play an exposed game. If anybody wants to say anything, they're more than welcome to. But I think everybody's got a good idea of it. I mean, we still have another tribe watching this challenge or watching this tribal, so we don't really want to give away too much depending on how things go tonight. But yeah, I think there's a good idea all around.
Finger guns at that.
So Harrison, have you been looking for this new idol?
I have. I think everybody has. That just makes sense. We know who has the idol over there, and if we don't go over there having multiple idols, then we obviously just want to be able to feel it's a sense of security, especially the way I look at idols. I look at idols as something that I want for my tribe, not just for myself. That's why when people are like talking left and right about flushing idols, it's why are we flushing idols? We're pre-merge. Like, do that shit afterwards. If I find an idol, I'm telling a good chunk of people, at least people that I can trust, and then, I want them to know that, hey, I'm only playing this if I need to. I want to save it for the merge. So I don't see me looking for the next idol as a threat as much as just me trying to help people out.
All right. So Kelsey, in this game, how do you maneuver around people maybe having idols?
Well, you have to keep thinking of different alternate scenarios is the thing. So you kind of have to get a feel for everyone. You have to come up with plan A, B, C, D, E, a bunch of different options just in case. You want to know what you're mainly going to do, what the plan is, but then beside that, you have to think of a bunch of other things just in case, So you don't want everyone scrambling at the same time if someone plays an idol.
Also, I'd like to piggyback on that.
Sure.
It's harder to work with people with advantages than to try to get rid of the advantages.
All right, that's
a great man once said that. A once great man once said that. Whatever.
Does that great man have a name?
No, they can say who they are. Okay, they won't. Never mind.
Alrighty then. Does anyone else have anything to add before we go to the vote? All right, then it's time to vote. If anybody wants to change their vote, I'll give you a minute to do so. Enter Jeopardy music. All right. Thanks, Harrison's Jeopardy music. We're good to go. All the votes are locked in. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or a necklace that they want to give away or play, now would be the time to do so.
I'm gonna be using mine.
That was your play on yourself, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Isaiah seems to be keeping his necklace. Does anyone have an idol they want to play? All right. I see no idols. So it's now time for the vote. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately. Let me just retally the votes real quick, just make sure I got them all. Make sure they're right. I've been kind of out today with the, all right. Cool. I'll read the votes. First vote, Patrick. Next vote, Patrick. That's 2 votes for Patrick. Next vote, Spencer. 2 votes Patrick, 1 vote Spencer. 4 votes remain. Next vote, Patrick. That's 3 votes Patrick, 1 vote Spencer, 3 votes left. Next vote.
Hello.
And the next person voted out of Survivor, Patrick. Patrick, that is enough votes. You'll have to bring me your torch. Patrick's not here, but Patrick, it's time for you to go. Thanks for playing. To everyone else, for the first time in a while, this tribe seems to be unified. Whether that will last or not remains to be seen. So head on out, grab your torches, and head back to camp.
Thanks, Jeff.
No problem.